Eve Havoc is right around the corner, and there are 2 new ships available to get in-game today. The Mekubul and the Mamba, the 2 newest destroyers. And by the end of this video, you'll be fully equipped to go out into the verse and acquire both of these. So if you want all the information to stay ahead of the curve in New Eden, you came to the right place. Ladies and gentlemen, Loru here, digital advertiser, content creator, and Eve enjoyer for the better part of 10 years now. And here, ladies and gentlemen, the Mekubul and the Mamba are ready to go. Look at this ship. It's going to fetch a pretty penny. If you haven't seen the Mamba either, here it be. Both destroyers are clocking in multiple hundreds of millions, with the Mekubul being the more expensive one as of this recording. Now, both the Mekubul and the Mamba are going to be gotten the same exact way. Here's a quick version for you. We don't bury the lead in these videos. First thing you have to do is get these 3 items. First one is a coalesced element. Second is going to be an element containment vessel. Third is going to be an element control data. As you can see, these are already up in jitta for a lot of ISK. Once you get those 3 items, you have to head to Zarzak. This is the brand new zone in New Eden that was recently unveiled at FanFest. With those 3 items in your inventory, you're going to go to the station in Zarzak called the Fulcrum. You're going to exchange those 3 items for a Deathless Circle reward token. You're going to take this token to any Angel or Garista owned station that has a loyalty point store, and you're going to trade the Deathless Circle reward token in for a blueprint for the ship that you desire. Currently, it's a 1 token for 1 blueprint kind of thing, so choose wisely. Now, if that's all you needed, thanks for watching my video. Please leave a like. Please subscribe. Now, if you want a step-by-step guide walking you through all the nitty-gritty details, let's dive into that right now. All right, the first thing we have to talk about is this coalesced element right here. This is not something you can actually loot. You have to build this. You build it by assembling these parts right here. Sentinel element, Barbican element, all these different things. You're gonna get these by going into drifter wormholes, also known as shattered systems. They drop from the various mobs in drifter hive anomalies specifically. Now, if you know anything about drifters, this just freaked you the hell out. Drifters are extremely scary looking entities, and their looks aren't the only thing that's frightening about them. Both their cruisers and battleships have doomsday weapons and can pump out some serious DPS. If you don't know, a doomsday weapon is what Titans have. I'm gonna leave a link to all this guide in the description that details all the drifters and their ships, as well as a guide that's gonna go over drifter hive anomalies for you, so you can see when the triggers are, where the gates go, what ships are what. All the information you need is going to be in the description. And I can't stress enough how dangerous these sites are. So if you're not somebody that has a full fleet or a full corp that's equipped to do that kind of stuff, I highly recommend you put some market orders in. You can see I already have a few, and try to buy these yourself. Once you have these various elements, you have to assemble it into the coalesced element blueprint. This is going to require you to find the blueprint as well. And if you're thinking about this, boy, this is step 1 and things are getting hairy, just you wait. 1 coalesced element right now is going for 3 billion ISK, and I expect the price of this to fluctuate because this is day 1. So this first item of 3 can only be gotten by doing activities inside of shattered wormholes, drifter wormholes, etc. The other 2, the element containment vessel and the element control data, these are going to be gotten from any single wormhole data or relic site. You can get these in any class wormhole, from the easiest to the most difficult. One of these is going to be in the data site, and the other is going to be in the relic sites. The kicker is these are only gotten in sleeper controlled data and relic sites. You're going to have to fight them off if you want to be able to get at this stuff. Now, wormhole day tripping is my specialty. There's a guide in the top right hand corner for you to get our Proteus fit. We have tons of guides on how to go into wormholes and get all the loot you want and then get the hell out. So if that's something you want, you already know what to do. So to sum up, the element containment vessel and the element control data are going to be much easier to get than the actual coalesced element. So even if you're never going to be able to get the coalesced element because it's in drifter wormholes, that's fine. You can still go into wormhole space, farm these out, and make some extra ISK. I know I will be. Let's say you're lucky enough to be able to get all 3 of these items. You have them in your inventory. Now you have to go to Zarzak. I'm laughing for a reason. How you get to Zarzak is you can come up to your search tab in the top left corner. You type in the name Zarzak. You see the solar system right here. You go to right click, show info. Here's all the information on Zarzak. You can go to adjacent solar systems to see all the solar systems that lead to Zarzak. There are 4 entry points that lead to 1 endpoint. Now, a wise Eve veteran will know that these stargates have been gank heavy and camped since the moment they opened. And now, you best believe these are going to be absolutely watched by every single freaking corp trying to make a little bit of coin, because you have to have these 3 extremely valuable items in your cargo to exchange at the Fulcrum. So when you're going here, be safe, be very careful, and maybe scout it out beforehand. Once you've found these systems and you've found the gate to get you to Zarzak, you actually have to get in. Right now, Zarzak is pretty self-explanatory. There's really only a couple things you can do there. You can go to the sun or you can go to the station. And the station, the only one there right now, is called the Fulcrum. If you haven't been there recently, I highly recommend you check it out anyway. It's huge. It's super awesome. I love the look of this thing. So once once you're at the fulcrum with the 3 items in your inventory, you're going to right click that station, and there's going to be an option that says access. You're going to click this access and trade your 3 element items for a single Deathless Circle reward token. Okay, you're halfway there, but now the real fun begins. You have to take the Deathless Circle reward token to any Angel or Garista controlled station that has a loyalty point store and trade it in for the blueprint. So how you find a station like that, you're going to go to your search bar in the top left corner, type in Angel Cartel, you're going to go to Factions, right click at Show Info, Controlled Territory. This is all areas that Angel Cartel holds sway. You're going to go down to Solar Systems, and you're going to right click a couple till you find one with a station. Here's a hint, this HLW right here has some stations, and Moon 3 Archangel's Assembly Plant has a loyalty point store. That's how you can find one that's safe enough for you to fly to. Be warned, this is still a very dangerous space. Looks like the corporations are going to have really full control over this from day one at the very least. So you got your Deathless token, you go to Angel controlled space, you go to the station that has the loyalty point store, you then trade that token at the loyalty point store for 1 blueprint. Once you get the blueprints, you have to make the freaking thing. The skill requirements are pretty low, but the mats are decently expensive. And a small tip for you industry people, I would go to the Mekubul and the Mamba blueprints, and I would make sure that if you can make some of these items, you put them on the market, because the price of these are guaranteed to be going up right now. Here's another fun tip for you. If you get the element items and you don't want to actually get the Mekubul or the Mamba, or have to deal with all that rigmarole trying to get the token and all this other stuff, you can sell all the element items or the actual Deathless reward token to the Angel and Garista stations for a pretty penny. You can sell the Deathless Circle loyalty token for 50 million ISK to any of the Angel Cartel stations. You can also sell the element containment vessel and the element control data for 5 million ISK apiece to those same loyalty point stores, Angel Cartel, Garista. Take a shot every single time we mention a pirate in this video. Go and get tipsy. And finally, if you don't want to deal with any of this pirate stuff, no Jack Sparrow for you. You can head out to the Geminate region. This is where the Society of Conscious Thought lives. Remember them from the past summer event? They'll buy those same items, the element containment vessel and the element control data, for the same price, 5 million apiece. Y'all, if you want to min hundreds of millions ISK, I wouldn't go anywhere. The EVE Online devs watched our recent videos on the new expansions, and they loved them so much they gave me even more skins to give away to you. I can't stress this enough how great it is to work with a development team that actually cares about their base. They have given me another billion ISK worth of Hecate Scope Syndication skins. We're gonna do the same thing in this video that we've been doing for the past 2, at least 1 billion ISK worth of skins. So in order to win, you have to do these 3 things. The first thing is you have to be subscribed to this YouTube channel. My bot's gonna know if you're not subbed, and please don't miss out. We had a couple winners on the last video that did all these steps but weren't subbed, so they're out. Second thing you have to do is put stoked for Havoc in the comments. I need to know you're excited for this stuff. And the final thing you have to do is put your in-game name in the comment as well. I have to know who the heck I'm gonna send the contract to. You do those 3 things, you come back in a couple days and check out who the winners are. We announce them in the community section of our YouTube channel, and of course, be sure to check your in-game contracts. And y'all, we're super close to 7,000 subs, so thanks very much for that. Make sure to sub right here so you don't miss any of our live stream contests. And if you want to get an awesome Proteus fit to go into wormhole space, here it is for you. This is my bread and butter, and I use it all the time. Thanks again, everybody. I'm super excited for Havoc and Vanguard. We'll see you in the next one.